disrupted.
America that I fought for.
Weird thing to happen. Hello, one and all. So apparently there was a fundraising event that happened recently in New York City at Radio City Music Hall to fundraise for the Biden campaign for screwing more and hopefully doing more genocides maybe in the future. And apparently he had some very lucrative guests, as you could probably tell from the Biden team. They brought the best. So here's the flyer that was sent around. This is from March 28th, so that was just a short while ago. One night only, an evening with President Joe Biden, and also featuring Presidents Barack Obama and Bill Clinton in a performance of two and a half pedophiles. It's also in conversation with Stephen Colbert, because I can think of no better person than Stephen Colbert and the vaccine dancers to have a conversation, a polite conversation with a bunch of warmongers. I just think of no better fusion together. And is also featuring special guest stars Cynthia Erivo, Queen Latifah, Lizzo, Lea Michele, and Ben Platt. Also hosted by Mindy Kaling, who's that's the comedian from The Office, I do believe, right? I think the only names I can recognize out of the special guests is Queen Latifah. I've heard of Lizzo, and possibly Lea Michele. That's Glee, isn't it? I don't know. I really don't know. But it turns out this, Night of Excellent Stars turned out to be a flop. As predicted, because Gaza protesters dimmed the glitz and glamour of Biden's Obama-Clinton fundraiser in New York City. Gaza protesters inside and outside Biden's Radio City fundraiser serves as a stark reminder of the pressure Biden faces from the left and young voters. Yes, the pressures of actually having a sense of humility, a sense of humanity, and having a decency and compassion. Such heartfelt, stark reminder of the pressure of being a decent human being and not starving children over. So, this is from USA Today, and they said, on the one hand, Joe Biden's glitzy New York fundraiser couldn't have gone better for the president's re-election campaign. The high-dollar event Thursday at Radio City Music Hall raked a whopping $26 million. Former Presidents Barack Obama and Bill Clinton presented a united Democratic front and made cases not just for defeating Donald Trump, but continuing Biden's agenda. Star power from the likes of Stephen Colbert and Lizzo gave the fundraiser a pizzazz of Hollywood gala. Yet a large group of protesters demonstrating against the Gaza war outside the venue created the troubling split screen for Biden, one that served as a reminder of the pressure that his re-election bid faces from the left and young voters. So, if you want to see just a clip of this, it's amazing that the attendance for the rally outside this was far greater than the people that bothered to even witness the train wreck that was inside. Look at this. And has far better catchy music. I'm only saying that because I don't know half of the musicians on there. I know Queen Latifah. I know her as just an actress and a talk show host, former talk show host, but I don't know really much of the others. But it definitely seems like the greater attendance was the people that were heckling this event, not the people that really bothered to attend this event. Here's just another example of this, of, when they left the building and I hear all these stories about the protesters being, angry, and it's so terrifying. You hear all these stories about college campuses and Jewish citizens don't feel safe around here because college kids are threatening them and making violent acts in these protests. Well, here's to shed a light on Biden supporters leaving the venue and how protesters respond to this. So there they are walking away. Even the look at their face. Even the look at their face, like, what the hell did I just get myself into? I just wanted to get to some theater. I wanted to get to the theater in downtown New York City. I just wanted the glitz and glamour. And I feel icky now. And they're heckling. Oh. The Biden supporters are heckling the protesters, holding up signs. Wow. Like, you think that's going to be a convincing argument. And you notice how the people were allowed to leave. You notice how they exit. They allowed them to cross the street. There was no pushing. There was no shoving. There was no, they didn't touch them. There was no assaults. There was no violence. There was no altercation. They just walked on by. So the idea that, people calling for a ceasefire and saying that we need to end the madness, end the genocide, end the violence, the constant violence that our tax dollars are paying towards, it's not actually a violent act. It's just consideration. And it's the fact that people are taking this to the streets, practicing their rights, protesting peacefully, towards a genocidal maniac like Joe Biden. And the fact that he has two warmongers next to him, Bill Clinton and Barack Obama, who have slaughtered more people. The three of them slaughtered more people than Hamas would ever do in their lifetime. And it just baffles me that people would go to an event like this and still staunchly support a mass murderer like Joe Biden without even blinking an eye at the fact that people are desperately angry on the atrocity that we are paying for. Our tax dollars are paying for this atrocity that still continues on. So here's a bit of what's happened inside the event, and here's Lizzo on stage. And I just gotta say, this is the most hilarious thing. Like, there's hardly anyone at this venue. I don't know what the exact price of this was, but I'm pretty sure that no one in their right mind would pay money to go to an event like this. I don't know why. I really don't know why. Why would people pay for a political fundraiser to watch this mealy-mouthed garbage? Why would you spend your money? Why would you do anything? If you had an ounce of a decency and integrity, why on earth would you pay for the most pathetic political stunt that's ever cultivated? And that's exactly what it is. It's a political stunt featuring Lizzo, who every time I see makes me realize that I need to get up and go for a walk. So watch what happens.
Radio City Music Hall! We got 3 presidents in the building tonight. That sounds like a party to me. So everybody, clap your hands!
Everybody, clap your hands for Warmonger. How many people are you going to kill today? How many people are you going to kill today? This is just sad. This is just sad. This is how low celebrities would go. And celebrities, it's almost like watching prostitutes. Prostitutes that are, not on the streets, just on screens. Because they will literally do anything at this point for either a career gain or for money. And I don't know what the hell Lizzo's thinking in results of this, and the fact that you're supporting not only someone that's committing genocide, not only someone that's a pathological liar and a demon for the military-industrial complex, not only on that, but you're two of the main people at this event, Bill Clinton and Joe Biden, enacted the 1994 racist crime bill. You, Lizzo, I think you would notice that and be wary of that. Considering I'm pretty sure you're one of the woke kind. You're pretty wokeified yourself. And yet here you are singing and supporting a bunch of pathological liars who enact racism on a daily basis through their policies. I gotta tell you, that's pathetic of her. And she was caught on this. She was caught on how pathetic her little stunt was to perform at a ridiculous event like this. So word got out that apparently she was quitting. Now, that's just rumored. I'm not sure if that's actually exactly true, but this is what followed afterwards. So she put this on Instagram. She says, "I'm getting tired of putting up with the being dragged by everyone in my life and on the internet. All I want is to make music and make people happy and help the world be a little better now than how I found it. But I'm starting to feel like the world doesn't want me in it. I'm constantly up against lies being told about me for clout and views. Being the butt of the joke every single time because of how I look, my character being picked apart by people who don't know me and disrespecting my name. I didn't sign up for this blank. I quit." So I believe this is also on behest of the fact that rumors circulated about her health, and people have pointed about her figure and her physique. But what I'm saying is, as just a simple observation, that you are representing a bunch of warmongering, sick bastards who have done the most awful for the people that listen to your music. And if you want to be a good role model and make people happy, as you're saying in this post here, then you would recognize how awful, disparaging, and disgusting it is to be a part of this fundraising event. And I think more and more people should be aware of that. And that's what people were trying to highlight. But here is Lizzo doing frantic, I don't know what you call this, like a frantic callback of people making observation on the fact that she is singing at an event for Bill Clinton, Barack Obama, Joe Biden, three of the most deranged, psychotic, warmongering bastards on the face of the earth. And she's worried about making people happy with her music. It's amazing what celebrities can do. What little celebrities would do. And what integrity they would sell out. Just for gain. For exactly what she's saying. For clout. For views. For listeners. She's being the person that she's apparently railing against. She's selling herself out. Selling integrity. Selling her whatever representation she had. So that she can get support by the Democratic establishment. It just shows how empty and vapid these people really are. And the truth is right there in the video when you see the attendance of the people that were outside protesting. and the people that barely made it inside to watch this train wreck.